Hello to the side and back. Welcome to Bubbly Toki. I am your host, Tokika Uzuru, also known as Toki. That is like Loki but with a T, Toki. And today we're going to first get everything that we usually would do in these videos out of the way. One, I have to be really careful on how I move because I have my guitar right here, right next to my bed, like right in front of it. Why? Because I just had to go ahead and film a singing video before I filmed this one, because I didn't want to go ahead and have me talking first and then ruin the singing video because my vocal cords are like shot. At least if it was just me talking, I wouldn't have to have too much strain on my throat or my vocal cords. Two, I have what I need to go ahead and have written down because today we're going to be talking about 10 false things they say about people about coloring your hair or people with colored hair. 3, my braids are in. This is kind of a half up, half down type thing. I took a good portion of the braids that I had in the front and just tied them back into a ponytail with an elastic. This is the usual with how I have my braids. 4, I was able to get my makeup wipes that I usually use after I finish filming, which means I could do more makeup looks, which means this is why I look all dolled up right now. 5, apple cider, because it is cold, it is fall, and it is tasty. So now that I literally just got us into the topic, let me get back to that topic. 10 false things they say or you hear about colored hair or coloring your hair. These are not all things that I've heard before, but I definitely know people who have heard it told to them. Also, this is not I originally got this idea because I ended up watching a video of Jessie Page, I believe. And she was talking about all of the good things that you would usually deal with having colored hair. Like, people can actually pick you out of a crowd. I kid you not, my sister was able to go ahead and find me in the store because all she had to do was look for a blue bun on the top of my head. The same thing goes for if you have like colored braids or like you have braided hair, colored braided hair. But that's not what we're talking about today. Number 1, you're only doing this because blah. Maybe that blah is that you hear people say is you're only doing this because you're rebelling or something. Or you're going through a mental breakdown. I don't want to go ahead and make fun of those things because I know it happens a lot. And scientifically, it would be fine as long as you do your research beforehand. But I just find it very annoying how they try to make a big decision like bleaching and coloring your hair into such a small issue, but also they make it into a big issue. Number 2, you'll damage your hair doing that. I would like to go ahead and point out the fact that although I am not a professional, I have learned a lot of the stuff I'm about to point out through professionals. More specifically, Guy Tang. Lifting the color out of your hair will inevitably damage it. But if you take care of your hair before and after after the bleaching process, it won't one won't be too much damage, and two won't be something you can't take care of. So although they are right, technically, with the connotation that they put behind it, no, they're absolutely wrong. Number 3, you'll never get a job with that colored hair. This is usually for people that like the more out there colors, such as pink, blue, purple, yellow, fire truck red, turquoise, green. And although you'll probably not get one that has that have like a rule against having colored hair, usually because they have this professional look that they want to go ahead and keep. I'm not saying that colored hair isn't professional or it can't be professional. It can be, actually. I personally don't. If it's in the job description to not have colored hair, then it shouldn't be a job you should be applying for in the first place if you do have colored hair. But also, not everyone wants the same job. I mean, personally, I want something that gives me more creative freedom, in which I would be able to dye my hair crazy colors, because self-expression and also experience. Number 4 kind of also goes with number 2. You'll break off your hair doing that. Once again, as I said, you gotta take care of your hair properly. Sure, your hair will break off if it was like in the worst shape possible before you decide to go ahead and bleach it or lift the color out of your hair. Yeah, it's most definitely going to break off if your hair wasn't at its peak of health. But let's say it was done right and there's no breakage. Let's say your hair was healthy and it was done right. Yeah, of course, it's not going to break off. It's not really going to break off unless you decide to go ahead and pull on it like really hard, which you should be very careful when you go ahead and style your colored hair, because it will be weak. You will need protein treatments. Number 5, and I've actually heard this one before. It's not a cute look. It's not cute. Yeah, of course. The color leaving my hair is not cute. I understand. However, I would like to go ahead and make it cute. Make it part of my person. Make it part of my personality. Why? Because it is out there, and so am I. It is intense, and so am I. I can also use the argument of that's just your opinion, or opinion based, or yeah, I can use the whole argument of, well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If you don't think it's cute, there are people out there that do, and they will definitely tell you. Most of the time. Sometimes they'll just stare at you. I'm sorry if you think that I'm looking at you because there's something wrong. In actuality, I just really like either what you're wearing or the way your hair is, or, superficial. But you can't just tell someone that it's not cute, because that is literally just your opinion. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And my phone just vibrated. Number 6, your hair will fall out. Why is it that a lot of the even numbers are stuff about the health of your hair? I was writing this down while I was watching the video I talked about earlier. I don't think I was actually paying attention when I was writing this down, because I'm just now reading it through it again. But yeah, number 6, your hair will fall out. I will have to go ahead and go back to number 4 and number 2. Sure, your hair will fall out if you don't have it done properly. Or if you don't do the research and you just decide to go ahead and use a box color and you did not know exactly what that box color just did to your hair. Of course you're not going to know. Of course it's going to end up falling out if you don't know what you're doing. Do your research. Make sure that it's done. I'm not even sure exactly on where this accent is coming from. This is a problem. But yeah, just make sure that you do your research, and if you don't feel like you would be able to do it properly, have someone have like a professional do it. But again, do your research. Number 7, you can't do that at home, or you should always go to a professional. I'm going to go ahead and put this out there. Again, I am not a professional, so I will tell you to go to the professionals, especially if you're trying to do research on a specific thing that they are there to go ahead and help you with. But I did mine at home. Sure, I did like months of research beforehand, but I did mine at home. And it did turn out pretty great. I thought it turned out pretty great. Number 8, never use box color because box color is bad. If you don't know what's in the box color, of course it is bad. That's why I do say do your research. Because although the box color may be bad if you do it at home without the proper research on how to properly lift the natural color of your hair and deposit color into your hair, you can go ahead and have a professional do that, and they will be able to make it work and also know exactly what's going in to your hair. So box color isn't bad, just don't do your research. This is about to go ahead and be the entire thing of the video. Do your research. Number 9, professionals are all bad. No. Professional hairstylists or hair color professionals, not all of them are bad. Some of them may not know how to deal with your hair per se, like let's say if you have a more kinkier hair texture, they probably won't understand how to deal with your hair because of the fact that it's not something that they've dealt with before. But if you want to go to a professional, research the professionals that you are wanting to go to. And always ask questions throughout the entire process. Don't bombard them with questions. Just ask them don't ask them if they know what they're doing, because that's just disrespectful. But ask them exactly what they are doing or what they are about to do. And number 10 is everyone else's opinion matters, which it doesn't. Because if it's something that will make you happy, everyone else's opinions do not matter. Why did I decide to go ahead and color my hair blue? Because I thought it would make me happy. And in fact, having the blue braids that I did made me even more happy. And that's why I chose the color that I did. And right now I'm literally just playing with my braids because I can. Why are you not? Why are you not with the rest of them? So yeah, everyone else's opinion shouldn't really matter. If they're not financing your hair coloring, they're not financing you coloring your hair, then it really shouldn't matter. And that's about it. That's all I have for today because I only said that I was going to do 10 things. I only wrote down 10 things. And we're done. We are done. I am tired. So now we're going to go on to the updates. This is not going to take too long because I already did a good portion of them in the last video that I recorded today. Number 1, if you haven't seen it, it's up on my channel by the time this video goes out. I have a Final Nights song written that I wrote and decided to go ahead and put out for the world to see. Hence why my guitar is right next to me. Hence why I'm very tired. And I think you should go ahead and check it out because I worked really hard on not only making sure that I got the chords right when I was doing the video and got the lyrics right when I was doing the video. I had to go ahead and shoot it like 5 different times. But I also worked really hard on writing the song itself. And I want to go ahead and you should check it out because you should check it out. The video itself is only about 6 minutes, but the video in general is about 6 to 7 minutes because I ramble on a lot like I'm doing now. But the song itself is about maybe 2 to 3 minutes at most. I will be doing the Toki Spills the Tea video. I'm working on getting all of I have all of the research that I did collected. I just need to make sure that I have all of my sources checked and stuff. I had to move my leg because it was getting tired. And that's exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, but instead I will be doing research on astrology. And maybe I'll go ahead and do a video for that later on as soon as I can actually understand it and be able to explain. That's about it. And again, my brain is all over the place for today because I had to film 2 videos. And next week I'll have to do the exact same thing. I'm getting way too angry right now. I have to get this video uploaded pretty darn... Oh, okay, hold on. Stereotypical YouTuber outro. I can't speak English. Like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do at this point. It's all up to you now. This has been Bubbly Toki. I've been Toki-chan, which is what my sister calls me now. Toki out.